So tonight I have a sample of Cock of the Walk from my very good friend Matt from That Bourbon Dude Facebook group and Discord. Um, this is a Kentucky Kentucky distilled. It's non-age stated, 112.1 proof. Just did a little quick reading before this video, and it says that it is a restored brand that is distilled at the Preservation Distillery in Bardstown. Um, so I looked up the SRP and it said 100 to 120, and Matt said he paid around 115. So I'll use that as my evaluation for value. Ooh, a lot of oak on that. There's a what I was reading. It says it's a high wheat mash bill, but there's a spice to this, and maybe it's just that oak. Um, hmm, there's something else in there. Almost almost like a cola. Um, Damn near want to say Dr. Pepper. There's something there. That is good. Wow, that's good. I don't even know. Um, I get that cola note that I was getting on the nose. Um, that's weird. It's not. Uh, Maybe saying cola isn't right. That's just the closest thing I can come to it. It's very oak. Um, it's non-age stated, but you can tell. I mean, that's got some color to it. That's got some color to it. It's very good. Uh, Trying to get everything ready. I've been really shit's been really busy around here. Trying to get everything ready. Got a promotion ceremony Saturday and all kinds of craziness going on. So yeah, that nose is definitely some oak to it. It's not bad. It's not overpowering. It's just it's there, and it lets you know it's been some good time in a barrel. That, that note to it doesn't. Like I said, I looked online, and it said this is a weeder, and this does not taste anything like I I expect a weeder to taste. That is very the closest thing I can come to it. It's like if you I'd say cola, think more. It's really close to Dr. Pepper. Maybe if you really think real hard, you think Coke. It's not sweet enough to think Pepsi, but it's just that cola. And I hear people say that, and I've never got that before. I get the oak. There's that hint of cola. There's this, like I said, and the only reason I'm saying cola because there's a spice to it, and that's the only thing I can relate to it. It's not like a rye, and being a high wheat, it wouldn't be. You wouldn't think anyway. It's interesting. There's even kind of just a. It's almost got a little bite to it. Not from the proof or anything, but just like a crispiness, for lack of a better word. It's not very sweet. There's like a slight, just it's enough sweetness to keep you from getting bitter. Um, Man, the finish lasts. Like it's hanging around, and it's not fading or anything. Um, Man, it's just an amazing pour. I can tell you right now, the finish is getting a one because it's hanging around. It's good, and sometimes like you get a good finish, and like the longer it goes, you might get some bitter or just like some as it fades, it's not as good. This is like it's hanging around there, and it's almost like I just took a sip, and we've been sitting here talking for a while. Finish is definitely getting a one. Um, Palate, everything from the nose transfers to the palate, but there's more. Excuse me. There's more going on. Um, I think I'm gonna give that palate a 2.75 out of three. Um, the nose, it's interesting. The first thing you get is oak, but then there's something else, and like it makes you think about it. I mean, like it's like there's oak here, and then like the oak is obvious, um, but like you got to think about what the rest of it is, and like this one kind of challenged me, and the best I could come up was that cola. I'm gonna give the nose a 2.75. So that's hang on a second. I re I messed up. I was confusing my finish with my value. Value, the most you can get is a one. Finish gets a three. That throws me off. I messed up. Haven't had enough to drink tonight. So we're looking at a 8.5 right now. And on value. So now let's talk value. Um, this one, I mean, that's an amazing. And if he, SRP when I looked online, 100 to 120, he said he got around 115. Um, I'm inclined to think that's not too far. I mean, I tend to be a little harder on bourbons because there are so many good ones out there for lower prices. Um, for me, you don't have to spend a lot of money to get a good bourbon. Um, but I think this one might, there's a lot going on. Like you're not just getting, I mean, it's not an easy sipper. Like you're going to stop and think about this one. This is one you're going to sit and pick apart. This is not a come home from work and have a sip and relax. This is a thought. this is one you're going to stop and think about. I think it's giving you a little bit of value. I don't know that I'm not saying I wouldn't pay 115 for it if it was in my budget. Um, but I mean, like I said, if I was in my in the market for a more expensive bourbon and I saw this one around the in that 100 to 120, I wouldn't be entirely mad about it. So I think I'm going to give this a 0.75. I would like to see it a little lower naturally, but I understand there's a lot going on this one. So out of an 8.5, and I give it and I add a 0.75. So that we're now what, 9.25? That's This is the first one that I have broken into the most goodest category. 9.25. I think that's solid. There's a lot going on in this one. Um, like I said, it's one you're going to stop and think about. It's not, to me, it's not one that I would have. Maybe I'll have two pours of it, but like there's a lot going on. It's not like I said, it's not a easy sipper for me anyway. Um, so it's not like you're going to be hitting it all the time. Um, so that might stretch that value a little further. Like I said, this is a phenomenal bourbon. It's crazy good. And maybe I'm just a little excited because I've found another note that I haven't gotten yet. So there's that. Anyway, this is Cock of the Walk, and I hope y'all enjoyed.